Hi everybody, I'm Mataure. Welcome back to my channel. This is Chunks, my husband.
Hi everyone.
This is our fire.
Yes.
We're going to attempt to get through this video without setting ourselves alight. So, yeah.
Not burning our backs.
Very warm. But it's a cold day in Chimanimani, so that's fine. Anyway, I'm so excited for today's video. Recently, we celebrated our 3-year anniversary.
Oh yeah.
Exciting times.
Oh, yeah.
Can you believe it?
3 years still going strong.
Yeah,
and
it
we'll
feels
continue
like
to go
yesterday.
strong.
Feels like yesterday. Yeah. So to commemorate our 3-year celebration, we thought we'd share a couple of things that we picked up along the way in this little journey called marriage. Yeah. I've got my 3 things. You apparently have 5 things.
I've got 5.
Even though the theme is 3. I don't know
what you're... I'll compress. I'll have to.
I don't know what happened there, but anyway, we're just going to share a couple of gems that we picked up along the way. So I hope you guys enjoy. So point number 1 for me is that you married the person you were dating, right? So it seems like such a simple concept, but a lot of people have this misconception that marriage fixes things. So those red flags you saw when you were dating are going to be there when you get married, if not at a much, much larger scale. For some reason, we feel like, writing on that piece of paper just instantly changes a person, but that doesn't happen. And that's not always in a negative way. Like when we first got married, I said to him, I don't want things to ever change. Like I'm in this love bubble, and like when is that transition gonna happen? Where it's like, okay, well now Mr. and Mrs. married, one out this, one out that. But that change never came because I married the person I was dating. Yeah. So he was a fabulous boyfriend. So he's a fabulous husband. So that I'm pretty happy about.
That's good. I'm glad I was still fabulous.
You did, yeah. He's a pretty good
Okay,
husband.
so my first point is kind of linked to that, but okay, now that she knows that she married the person that she was dating, and I think my point is not going to bed angry with each other. Right, now, I know I've mentioned this before in one of our other videos, I don't know, maybe the podcast or something, I don't remember, but a second point linked to that, right, about not going to bed mad, it's something that I learned from my grandmother, and it's something that I always said that we shouldn't do, but I also realized at the same time that we also deal with things differently. So sometimes she wants to process and work things through and so on and so forth, but I feel that if we've had a fight or we've argued, it's always best to try and settle it, or at least say sorry to each other before going to bed. It's difficult, it's really hard to do, but also I realize that sometimes she might need a bit of time to process. So instead of me also forcing us to have that conversation, I also realized that okay, she might need a bit of time to work things through, but even if I then say my apology, and even if we then talk tomorrow morning, at least I have done my part of trying to at least release the anger or the frustration that I might have had at that point. So yeah, that's
that actually happens quite a lot. I actually realize I'm a the next morning kind of person.
Yeah.
When I open my eyes, I'm like, so you see last night.
So I've learned to understand that.
But at the same time, like not to say like I ignore him until the next morning or anything. I'm like, okay, I acknowledge, yes, I'm upset. And you know I'm upset, but I'm not ready to talk about it. And then the next morning I'll talk about it. Yeah. Point number 2, love is a verb, not a feeling. So, okay, I think when you're still dating and you're like in the honeymoon phase of love, it just comes so naturally. The person just blinks and you're like, oh my gosh, this person is so amazing. But in what I've learned in 3 years of marriage is love is a verb. So to break down the meaning of a verb is a doing word, right? Yeah. So that means it's an action. It's not something like, sometimes you wake up and you don't feel like loving somebody or don't feel like doing lovable things. And not just like in marriage. Sometimes it's with your siblings, you just don't feel particularly lovey-dovey. Yeah. But love is a verb, and we've talked about the love languages a lot. I mean, you guys should definitely check out the book. But love being a verb means I need to wake up and choose to love you every single day. Like I wake up in the morning with your morning breath and choose to love you. I choose to love you in your morning breath. I choose to love you if when you're being annoying. I choose to love you when you're being loud. I choose to love you even in all situations. I choose to love you even when you're wrong. I choose to love you when we're fighting, and through all of that. So it doesn't always come like very easily, except with you. But no. Honestly, it's not always easy. Like loving someone when you're annoyed with them is hard.
Yeah.
But it's a choice that you have to make every single day, because I think if you just wait for the feeling, sometimes it just doesn't happen. But it's making that conscious decision to say, I'm waking up in the morning and I'm loving this person through whatever happens today. So yeah.
Okay, good.
Top that.
Let me top that. Second thing that I have learned in 3 years of marriage is that you've got to support and uplift each other no matter what.
That's
you
a
have
good
to.
one.
Yeah.
No, that's a good one.
Gotcha. Okay, let me say what I'm saying. It might not be a good one.
Let's see if you can back it up. Okay.
So supporting and uplifting each other. I think you know what, you can only be each other's cheerleader.
Yeah.
You have to do that. There's so much negativity out there from friends, family, co-workers, whatever. But at the end of the day, when all is said and done, when everyone goes home and whatever, it's just left the two of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you're not working at helping to pull each other up and lift each other and support each other and encourage each other, you'll be stuck. And I think that's what I've learned in the last 3 years, is to try and always be as supportive as I can, career-wise. When you're sad or feeling down, I always try and uplift her and motivate her to
Tim, and you do. Like even today we both had pretty days, but I was like, I really want to film this video. Let's just do it. And I feel so much better already. Yeah,
so I mean that's part of it. I realize, and I think it's something again I've said before, but it's now so much more apparent, I think, after 3 years, that at any given point, sometimes we both have a bad day, but at any given point, one of us has to at least try and lift their spirit so that they can lift the other. You know what I mean? If both of you are in a state of depression or just being upset and down and that kind of thing, it doesn't help,
Yeah.
So one of you has to try and lift the other, So I think that support and encouragement and uplifting is very, very important.
It's key.
Yeah.
Point number 3. Sex and passion is cyclical. Okay, so it happens in cycles. It does that. Right. So, I mean, obviously when you first get married, it's like, woo, and then, then it gets normal. And then sometimes it dips depending on life. I think that's one thing that you don't really account for in marriage.
Yeah.
You assume everything is going to be here. But sometimes it's like us versus stuff coming at us. And everything happens in seasons. So you'll go through seasons where like the sex and passion is like hot. Then it'll come down a bit because of maybe whether it's illness, whether it's stress, whether it's whatever. But the key is to constantly jumpstart to keep getting it up.
Yeah.
But basically just like constantly putting in that effort to just kind of, what are those thingies?
The defibrillator.
Yeah, that
defibrillator.
That thing. Sometimes you need that, and that comes in different forms. Whether it's being intentional to say, look, we're going on holiday, or last week we went and we stayed at the hotel for 2 nights for our anniversary. Those like the small things that just help to like jumpstart the passion. But it's seasonal. It goes up and down. But the key is to constantly work on getting it back, no matter what you're going through.
Cool. Yeah. So I had 5 points, but I've had to bring it down to 3. Okay, my last point. Pray for each other.
Oh, wow. Okay. Is that you dropping the mic? Okay. Okay. All right.
No.
All right.
Could have started and made that the first one, but
You saved the best for last.
Best for last. Okay.
No, that's
pray
nice.
with each other. Pray for each other. Fast with each other. Worship, praise together. It's so important. I think in 3 years I've learned that. I think we take it for granted, and I think you assume that I'm going to pray for everything around us. Like we pray for success, we pray for our kids to be okay, but you got to pray for each other. So important. I think dedicate time to pray for your spouse. I think I've learned that it's something that I need to do intentionally and take time to focus and, over and above praying for everything else that I'm asking God for. I need to pray for my wife. It's so important because at the end of the day, God is the foundation on which our marriage is built. And we can only continue to have more and more years if we are praying for that guidance, for that daily process to continue to happen the way it is, the way it does happen. You know what I mean?
That's beautiful. Like, actually, do you lay hands and pray for your spouse? Because that's an important one. Just like that. That's exactly how it goes.
On top or even here or...
No, but we do that. Like, even in the morning. So wake up, he'll have his Bible study, I'll have my Bible study. In the mornings, we do separately. We pray separately, but even when I'm praying, I then lay my hands on him to pray for him. I think there's just something really important about that. That's why it's also important that you don't let just anybody lay hands on you when they're praying. But I think there's just something important and intentional about that. And speak to God about your spouse as well. Yeah.
Do you feel the power transfer?
I do.
Transfer of energy.
Okay, I don't know what that is,
okay,
but
no, there's no transfer of
I don't know what that's about. But yeah, that's a beautiful point. Beautiful point. It's been fun. It's been fun. You know, I keep saying to him, I'm waiting for the bubble to burst because it feels like we're honeymooners, and I feel like we've just gotten married. And because of the same people we were when we got married. Like I've always said, that switch didn't happen where suddenly we were Mr. and Mrs. Married. But all this to say, guys, I mean, look, it is what you make it. It is what you make it. Yeah. When we got married, we got told that the first year of marriage is the toughest, it's the hardest, it's the worst because you're adjusting and adjusting. Ours was a breeze.
Yeah, it was. I can't believe it's been 3 years. Honestly, it's I look at the photos from 2018, it's like, wait, what?
We were so skinny.
Slender man.
Skinny.
Slender man.
Wow.
Slender man. Yeah, no. I think it's been such a journey. It's been an incredible journey, honestly.
Yeah.
Like time flies so quickly.
It does.
It's kind of like, we honestly are still the same people. And that's what I think is really cool about it. I think a lot of people tend to feel this pressure of having to change. Okay, it's been 5 years, so we need to be, it's been a year, we're married now, we're just...
We're still clowns. We're consistent in that regard. We're still clowns, but it's been a beautiful journey.
And now it's rubbing off on our son as well.
Yeah,
he's a comedian as well.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He is. But anyway, thank you guys for walking this journey with us. We've been sharing our lives with you for like a year. You know, I've been on YouTube for a year. 1 year. It's actually...
When is your 1 year?
It was in June. It was in June. Yeah, we're supposed to have like we needed like a shampoo or something.
Shampoo. Okay,
anyway.
Let's go 2 years or 3 years on YouTube. Celebrate 3 years.
What about 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years.
Anyway, thank you guys for walking this journey with us. It's been amazing sharing the highs and lows of things that we've been through. We're generally very open books, so I think we're going to continue to share. We're going to keep sharing as things are going on. Just want to encourage all of you out there. To my married couples, keep that fire burning, guys. Just like this fire is burning our backs. Keep fanning that fire in your marriage.
There'll be no back of my
no
jersey.
Skin. There'll be nothing there. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us today, everybody. Let us know down below, if you're married, how many years have you been married? And what is your #1 tip for keeping that marriage hot? Please let us know down below. We always love to hear from other couples. And we always love learning from other couples as well.
Honestly, it helps us, also grow and
That's investing in your marriage ultimately. A bonus piece of advice.
Something for nothing.
Yes, something for nothing. Invest in your marriage by reading books, attending marriage seminars, and learning from married couples who've been married longer than you have, more experienced couples. Get advice from the right places, all that kind of stuff. That's what helps to put things together. Yeah. My GoFundMe is closing soon.
Guys,
soon.
If you all want to see that takeaway, open, awesome.
I'm gonna link it here, guys. It's not too late. We're about to close the GoFundMe, but if you still want to donate, the opportunity is there. To all those who've helped us so far, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to walking this journey. We appreciate it so much, and we'll see you over there. So I'm gonna put the link up here. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.